Imagine a life where every dollar spent feels intentional, purposeful, and aligned with your deepest values. Where money no longer controls you, but instead serves as a tool to build the life you've always envisioned. Did you know that frugal people have mastered the art of avoiding certain items that secretly drain our wallets and peace of mind? By avoiding these purchases, they don't just save money, they live better. In today's fast-paced world, where we are bombarded with endless ads promising happiness in the form of the latest gadgets, luxury products, or status symbols, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. We spend so much of our time and energy chasing material things, thinking that with every purchase, we are moving closer to happiness, satisfaction, or success. But the truth is far from it. The more we acquire, the more cluttered our lives become, both physically and mentally. Frugality offers an alternative, a life not defined by constant consumption but by mindful decisions that serve to enhance our well-being, inner peace, and financial freedom. Frugality is not about living a life of deprivation. It's about making conscious decisions, choosing quality over quantity, and realizing that true fulfillment comes from experiences, relationships, and personal growth, not the endless pursuit of more things. What frugal people understand, and what we'll explore today, is that by avoiding certain items, they aren't just saving money. They're embracing a lifestyle of intentional living, stoic serenity, and inner peace. So, what are these things? These 10 items aren't just random products. They're symbols of a deeper shift in mindset, one that values simplicity, clarity, and purpose over unnecessary consumption. Let's start with one of the most obvious yet overlooked traps in modern consumerism: brand name clothing. For decades, we've been conditioned to believe that wearing designer labels elevates our status, makes us more attractive, or even successful. But if we pause for a moment and think about it, how much of that is truly real? The fashion industry thrives on this illusion, pushing us to believe that happiness is just one luxury purchase away. Frugal individuals know that spending hundreds or even thousands on a piece of clothing isn't going to fill the void or make life any better. It's not the brand name stitched onto the fabric that gives someone confidence. It's the inner belief in their own worth. Stoicism teaches us to find serenity in simplicity, and frugal people embody this by choosing quality clothes that fit well, are durable, and, most importantly, serve a practical purpose without breaking the bank. Instead of a wardrobe filled with the latest trends, frugal people opt for timeless, functional pieces that can be mixed and matched. This doesn't just save money. It reduces decision fatigue, allowing them to focus their energy on more important things. The key is to own your clothes, not let them own you. Imagine this. Instead of walking into a closet overflowing with items you rarely wear, you step into a space where each piece is intentional, functional, and brings you joy. That's the mindset of the frugal individual, minimal, yet rich in value. Our modern-day obsession with having the latest smartphone has reached unprecedented heights. Each year, companies release new models with marginal improvements, yet people flock to stores, ready to spend hundreds or even thousands on devices they don't need. The marketing is designed to make us feel like we're falling behind if we don't have the latest tech, that somehow our lives will be incomplete without that upgrade. But here's the reality. Most of us use our smartphones for the same basic tasks: calling, texting, browsing the internet, and taking photos. Do we really need the newest, flashiest model to perform those tasks? Frugal people understand the diminishing returns on these purchases. They don't chase after every new release. Instead, they invest in devices that meet their needs and use them until they truly need a replacement, not when a shiny new version is released. This mindful approach to technology is freeing. It removes the constant pressure to upgrade and keeps more money in your pocket. It's a practical demonstration of the frugal living philosophy, less about chasing trends and more about intentional use of resources. Visualize this. You have a phone that works perfectly well, performs all the necessary functions, and still looks sleek. Instead of paying off a hefty bill for the latest version, that money now goes toward your future goals, creating a sense of control and purpose. We've all been there. tempted by the convenience and allure of dining out. There's something appealing about being served a meal without any of the hassle of preparation or cleanup. However, when this becomes a frequent habit, it takes a serious toll on your finances. Restaurants mark up the cost of food exponentially, charging customers for ambience, service, and the convenience factor. A simple meal out can often cost 3 to 4 times what it would cost to prepare at home. Frugal people understand the value of home-cooked meals. They plan, prepare, and execute meals that are not only more affordable but often healthier. By cooking at home, they control the ingredients, the portion sizes, and the cost. It's not about never dining out. It's about making it an occasional treat, rather than a regular occurrence. Moreover, meal prepping is another tool used by the frugally minded. By setting aside time to prepare meals in advance, they save not only money but also time. And in today's busy world, time is often just as valuable as money. Picture this. You've prepared a delicious, homemade meal. The kitchen smells divine, the ingredients are fresh, and you've saved a significant amount compared to dining out. The satisfaction of knowing you've made a mindful choice adds to the enjoyment of the meal. The age of digital subscriptions is here, and with it, an endless array of services designed to make our lives more entertaining, more convenient, or more connected. From Netflix and Hulu to Spotify and Adobe Creative Cloud, it seems like there's a subscription for everything. But here's the problem. How many of these services do we actually use regularly? And how many do we subscribe to out of habit, without ever questioning whether we're getting real value? Frugal individuals are meticulous when it comes to their subscriptions. They regularly assess which services they are using and which ones have become unnecessary expenses. It's not about depriving oneself of entertainment or convenience. It's about ensuring that every dollar spent is justified. By decluttering their digital subscriptions, frugal people save significant amounts of money. They also gain clarity in their daily lives, reducing the overwhelming noise of unnecessary digital content. In a world full of distractions, frugality brings peace. Visualize this. Your bank statement no longer shows a long list of subscription charges. Instead, you're only paying for services that truly enhance your life, leaving more money for experiences or savings that align with your values. There's no denying the benefits of physical fitness, but do we really need to pay top dollar for expensive gym memberships to stay active and healthy? For many, gym memberships become a financial burden, and used and forgotten as life gets busier and motivation wanes. But even for those who regularly attend, there are often more affordable alternatives to staying fit. Frugal people often avoid these costly memberships, opting instead for home workouts, running, or finding free or low-cost alternatives like community yoga classes or local parks. They recognize that fitness is essential, but it doesn't have to come with a hefty price tag. By avoiding the lure of luxury gyms, frugal individuals find joy in simpler, more sustainable ways to stay active. Whether it's a brisk morning walk, a free YouTube workout, or a neighborhood bike ride, the opportunities for physical activity are endless, and they don't require a monthly fee. Picture this. You've just completed a challenging workout at home, using minimal equipment. Not only have you saved money, but you've also saved time by avoiding the commute to the gym. The sense of accomplishment feels even sweeter knowing you've been both financially and physically wise. It's so tempting to grab a quick lunch during the workday, whether it's takeout from your favorite cafe or a meal from the office cafeteria. However, these daily purchases add up quickly. Before you know it, you've spent hundreds each month on food that could easily be prepared at home. Frugal individuals often take pride in preparing their own lunches. By packing a meal, they control the quality of the ingredients, ensure that they're eating healthily, and, most importantly, save a significant amount of money. It's not about making elaborate meals either. It's about simple, nutritious options that are easy to prepare and cost-effective. Bringing lunch from home also ties into the broader philosophy of intentional living. It's a small daily act that reinforces control over one's time, health, and finances. Imagine this. Instead of waiting in line to pay for an overpriced lunch, you're enjoying a homemade meal in the comfort of your break room, knowing that this simple habit is helping you achieve your larger financial goals. Debt is one of the greatest obstacles to financial freedom. When we rely on credit cards for purchases we can't afford, we dig ourselves deeper into a hole that's hard to escape. Credit card companies thrive on this cycle, enticing us with reward points and cashback offers, all while charging high interest rates on unpaid balances. Frugal people avoid carrying credit card debt like the plague. They understand that interest is essentially money thrown away, money that could be saved or invested. Instead, they use credit cards responsibly, paying off the balance in full each month to avoid interest charges. This disciplined approach to credit allows frugal people to use their cards as a tool for rewards without falling into the debt trap. They see credit cards for what they are, tools, not lifelines. Visualize this. You receive your credit card statement, and instead of seeing a daunting balance, you see zero debt. It's a feeling of financial freedom that many dream of, and frugal living makes it a reality. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that our homes need to look a certain way, picture perfect with all the latest trends in furniture, art, and accessories. But the truth is, expensive home decor doesn't necessarily make a house feel like a home. What creates true comfort and warmth are the memories, the people, and the atmosphere you cultivate. Frugal people avoid splurging on pricey decor items that quickly go out of style. Instead, they focus on creating a home that reflects their values, a space that's functional, comfortable, and filled with meaningful pieces that stand the test of time. This might mean DIY projects, repurposing old furniture, or finding unique secondhand items that bring character and charm without the hefty price tag. The beauty of a frugal home lies in its simplicity. It's not cluttered with excess. Rather, every item serves a purpose and brings joy. Picture this. You walk into a living space that feels calm, peaceful, and true to your personal style. Instead of being overwhelmed by the latest design trends, you're surrounded by items that have meaning, and the satisfaction comes from knowing you've created this environment thoughtfully and affordably. It may seem small, but purchasing bottled water regularly is a prime example of unnecessary spending. In many parts of the world, tap water is perfectly safe to drink, and investing in a reusable bottle is a simple way to eliminate this expense while also reducing plastic waste. Frugal individuals often carry their own water bottles, refilling them throughout the day. It's not just about saving money. It's about making a choice that aligns with their values of sustainability and mindfulness. In a world where convenience often takes precedence, frugal people understand the long-term benefits of making small, intentional choices. By avoiding bottled water, they save not only money but also contribute to a healthier planet. Visualize this. Instead of purchasing a plastic bottle of water, you're sipping from a durable, reusable bottle that reflects your commitment to both financial and environmental responsibility. Perhaps one of the biggest differences between frugal individuals and the rest of us is their ability to avoid impulsive purchases. We live in a society where instant gratification is just a click away. Whether it's online shopping or a spontaneous splurge at the mall, the temptation to buy things we don't really need is ever present. Frugal people have mastered the art of delayed gratification. They understand that most impulsive purchases don't bring lasting happiness. They're fleeting pleasures that often lead to buyer's remorse. By waiting, evaluating, and asking themselves whether a purchase is truly necessary, they save both money and mental energy. This discipline spills over into other areas of life, creating a sense of control and intentionality that permeates everything they do. Picture this. Instead of feeling that instant rush of excitement followed by regret, you've developed the patience to pause, reflect, and only make purchases that genuinely serve your long-term goals. The result is not just more money in your bank account, but also a deeper sense of fulfillment. Living frugally isn't about deprivation. It's about empowerment. It's about reclaiming control over your finances, your time, and ultimately, your life. When frugal people avoid purchasing certain items, they're not just saving money. They're creating space for what truly matters, whether that's more financial security, deeper relationships, meaningful experiences, or peace of mind. The items on this list represent more than just categories of spending. They're symbolic of a larger mindset shift. Frugality isn't about never enjoying life or always saying no to spending. Instead, it's about saying yes to what truly aligns with your values, your goals, and your sense of purpose. By consciously choosing not to indulge in the unnecessary, be it luxury clothing, impulsive purchases, or expensive dining, frugal individuals redirect those resources toward things that bring genuine, lasting joy and fulfillment. It's an intentional lifestyle that fosters clarity, simplicity, and freedom, allowing them to live not just with less but with more freedom, more peace, and more opportunities for growth. Visualize this. You've embraced frugality, and with it, you've found a life that feels light, intentional, and deeply satisfying. Your financial decisions are no longer driven by fleeting desires, but by a sense of purpose and long-term fulfillment. Every choice, no matter how small, leads to a richer, more meaningful life. This mindset doesn't happen overnight, but with each mindful decision, the benefits compound. The freedom from financial stress, the joy and simplicity, and the fulfillment that comes from aligning your actions with your core values are rewards that money simply can't buy. The real question is, what will you do with the newfound freedom and opportunities that come from living frugally? The answer is entirely up to you, but one thing is certain: your future will be all the richer for it.